2 of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's divisional round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Bucs and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Baker going to throw this right away. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run the draw with Irving. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You talk about this Lions defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years, and he is rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 15 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Goff now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Evans. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was, he's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And that right there is what they're going to need to do because this is not an elite unit. They've got to keep everything in front of them, rally up and make plays. What a lot of defensive coordinators call top-down defense. Don't give up anything behind you.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion right is Evans. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Godwin, the motion man. Mayfield looks to throw. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's caught by Durham. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That is caught. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get it.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
That's what I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Running the toss to Irving. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. In motion left, Godwin. And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The tight end in motion right. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Godwin with a nice grab there, and he's been a consistent weapon for this Buccaneers offense, although a bit unheralded. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for each of his last 3 seasons, and his ability to make plays on all 3 levels is invaluable for not just his franchise, but his quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, Paul.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So out come the Bucs now. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got Otten. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Lions now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are once again back in front. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Now 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Otten, the tight end, in motion. Mayfield to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield now. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rachaad White, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rachaad White. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Will go down. It's a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's completed right side to Palmer. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Hey, and that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Mayfield looks to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Goff. And this is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 78 yards. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the gun on third down, Goff. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He completes it to Evans. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Second down and 4.
Evans comes in motion right. Throwing, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. Call it a gain of a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to throw, Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Williams.
Here's Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
He's the pick of the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 35-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. A beautiful fake. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Goff now looks to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now it's Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Kalijah Kancey
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
Bates' kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Irving to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
At the 43.
Once again, it's Irving.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield off the play fake.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
In motion left, Godwin.
Mayfield now.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They'll try the right side here with White.
To the 27-yard line.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
They can't tackle him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
In motion left, Godwin.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield to throw it.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Levante David in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Mayfield. That's caught by Palmer.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Baker.
Dancing to his left.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill.
First, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here comes second down. Now Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Mayfield to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Mayfield and the Bucs
down by 2 touchdowns, 30 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Mayfield.
This is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.